All right, babies, it's that time once again for some more very accurate predictions. That's right. This is probably gonna be the last one we do, unless I don't know, EA just stumbles out of nowhere and says we're having a showcase. Oh God! Did you notice Capcom didn't even do a showcase this year? They were just like, all right, it didn't work out the last couple of times. We're just not gonna do one. Anyway, so this is the Nintendo Direct June 2024 predictions. Of course, tomorrow is the Nintendo Direct. It will be 40 minutes long and will cover pretty much games coming out this year and early next year, I think. And it's just Switch games. Regular old Switch games. No Switch 2, nothing like that. It's going to be Switch 1 games. That's it. Don't go in and go, where's my Switch 2? Daddy Bowser told me there'd be Switchies 2ies. It's not going to happen, okay? And when I say Daddy Bowser, I'm talking about Doug Bowser, not the the big guy. Anyway, talk about that little twerp guy. Anyway, so let's get to it. Let's go. All right, I made a bunch of predictions. I just wrote down things, and as you may know, these are always accurate. So let's get to it. First of all, this is in the most random ass order. So let's just get to it. Okay. First off, I was thinking about what would be. Did I spell this right? Hold on. I need to make sure I spelled this right before I even show it. I did. I'm smart. Okay. Everybody says I'm dumb. I'm smart. Okay. Everybody says I'm dumb. I'm smart and I've been stepped over. Yeah, shout out if you get that reference. Anyway, yeah, okay. I keep seeing people talk about this. I'm like, I'm gonna put it on the list because this year, if you do not know, is the year of ports and remakes for Nintendo. Like it seems like because you got Mario, Luigi. No, not Mario, Luigi. I'm sorry, Mario and Donkey Kong. You have of course, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. You had Luigi's Mansion 2, which is coming out in like a week or so. That'll probably be here too. I didn't write that down. Isn't there something else? Oh, another Code Recollection. That was just straight up. That was 2 games remade. Was there something else? I feel like I'm missing something else. Anyway, they have a lot. So I was like, you know what? Let's go wild. Let's go nuts. Tamagotchi life or something like that. I don't know why I put or something like that. Tamagotchi life. You may remember it's the game where you. It was on the 3DS. It was a lot of fun. I really liked it. I'm not gonna lie. It was just like it was like a community simulator almost. You just have a bunch of Mii's in there and stuff. Come on, Nintendo, do it. You don't have any Miiverse or anything for the Nintendo Switch. It would be a little weird if they brought this out right before Nintendo Switch 2 is coming out. But it would still be cool. Let's not fuck around. By the time Nintendo Switch 2 comes out, this would be dead anyway. It's not going to happen, but I wanted to put it because I saw a lot of people talking about it. I was like, you know what, that'd be funny. I really like that game. I really did. So, next, of course, I have to put the Zelda Wind Waker HD. I think of the 2 that people really want, which is, of course, Twilight Princess and Wind Waker. I think Wind Waker is the most... I mean, I would love if both of them came on cartridge or something like that. But it's most likely going to happen. If they put Skyward Sword as its own game and that's it, nothing combined with it, I'm sure they would do the same thing with Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. They're just as big games. I mean, I'm sure Skyward Sword is a little newer, but Wind Waker is also... I mean, that Wii U port looked really good. Like, hey, I like Skyward Sword a lot. I think Skyward Sword's great, but Wind Waker HD, yeah, that's a good fucking looking game. That's probably the best looking game on the Wii U. And that's actually saying quite a bit because there's some good looking games on the Wii U. I have like something. Get off me. Anyway, so I'm going to say that. I think I would love if Twilight Princess was also included, but I'm just going to say that. This is our port section, by the way, I should mention. This I've predicted like a few times, but it only makes sense. I have like it only makes sense. I have like a piece of something on my little shitty, crappy ass mustache. What is that? Get off me. Anyway, it keeps hitting my fat lip. Anyway, so next is I predict this a lot. Castlevania DS collection. I mean, we had the GBA one, we had the regular NES and SNES collection. We had the 2. We had Rondo of Blood and of course Symphony of the Night collections. I forgot what that was called. Requiem, I think. Yeah. So I think it just makes sense. The DS games are great too. They're fantastic games. Now they could easily port those and get rid of some of the touch screen implementation. Like there's Dawn of Sorrows, especially if I remember correctly, there's a lot of like you have to draw like sigils or something like that, or symbols. But you could probably get away with not having that. Yeah, you could probably make it so that it's like, I don't know, more streamlined. They could work it into the game without, like, they could even make it so you have to actually draw it on the screen with like a reticle or something. I feel like that would make sense though. Castlevania DS collection or Lords of Shadow collection. I wouldn't mind playing the first one again, and of course the Mercury Steam one on 3DS. That would be nice. I mean, they could do that. I would prefer the DS games, but whatever. The second game is trash, by the way. Lords of Shadow 2. The story itself is fine, but like the gameplay, like they're like, yeah, you're a badass Dracula. Yeah, you're an overpowered Dracula. No, you're weak now, and you have to do stealth missions. Fucking what? Anyway, next, I put this here because Ubisoft didn't show it. So I'm going to assume maybe Nintendo will show it. Beyond Good and Evil 8 anniversary. I think it's just called anniversary. 20th anniversary or whatever. Even though technically it was 28 years last year. So it's the 21st anniversary, but whatever. I would love to see this here. I would especially love it if it was shadow dropped, because I'm ready. Dude, this month is going to be the month where I just play a bunch of old games. Because I just finished Sly Cooper 1. I played Sonic Superstars, which is not old, but it's like a kind of like a, like a throwback to older Sonic, I guess. And I'm down to play Beyond Good and Evil, one of my favorite games of all time. Next, this one is crazy. I should even put it here. Okay, you're going to think I'm nuts. But again, like I said, it's the year of ports. I mean, it's the last year of the Switch, regular. We're getting Switch 2 next year, without a doubt. So, might as well port everything that everybody wanted onto Switch now, because it's easy and you'll make some money, and you don't even have to, you can put a lot more work into all those games that are coming to Switch 2, you know what I mean? So why not give us Xenoblade Chronicles X? Everybody wants it. It's probably the weakest of the Xenoblade Chronicles games. I'm sure some people will disagree, but I can't say one or the other because I never played Xenoblade Chronicles X. I was going to, and then I heard not great things. I was like, I loved the original, but I think I'll pass. And then I never even played 2 or 3, really. I played 2 and 3 for about maybe 5 to 10 hours each. I don't know, maybe around there. But I need to get back to 3 especially. I really want to play that one. I really want to play the remake of Xenoblade Chronicles 1. I did play a little bit of it, and I was like, wow, it looks so good. Anyway, this I had to put. I had to put this. DS or GameCube games. I mean, we had GBA. We had Game Boy Color. We had Game Boy. We had NES games. We had SNES games. So it only makes sense that we have GameCube games or DS games next. Will they do it? No. My prediction, they won't have it here, but they will have it for Switch 2. And it'll work on Switch 1 also. I think they'll make it so that it works on there too. But they'll have it for day one for Switch 2. That's my guess. But they could have DS games. Like, I could see you be able to play DS games on the Switch, like, handheld. Maybe it'll only be available for handheld, because then you have to, like, use the DS screen or whatever. Because they could cut the screen in half. So one half is Switch. One half is DS top screen. The other one is bottom screen. They could do that. I don't know. I always like to put it, so I put it this time. Next, Pokemon Legends Z to A, which is, of course, the next game in the Pokemon whatever. They already announced this is coming out next year, so I have a feeling we might see another trailer for this. I don't know. I'm not going to lie. I really like Pokemon Legends Arceus, so I'm actually a little bit more interested in this because it's the Legends series, but we'll see. I'm not really in the Pokemon mood right now. I will say, though, if they did shadow drop some Pokemon Yellow, Red, Blue, Silver, Gold ports, your boy would be there. Oh, he would be there. Very, very much. Next, I just wrote this also because I was thinking it's been a little while since a Pokemon spin-off happened. We had the Mystery Dungeon. We had, of course, Snap 2 or New Snap. We had Pokemon Yellow remake. What was it? Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. What else do we have? We've had a couple other things. So I wouldn't be surprised if they announce maybe something new. Maybe Pokemon Pinball. It's back, baby. Oh, bring it to... Oh, wait, is it there? Why am I thinking Pokemon Pinball is there? Is it on the game The game list of what is it called? The Nintendo Switch Online Premium Special Awesome Edition, or whatever. Is it? Because I used to play that all the time. Anyway, point is, it could happen. A new spinoff. And I know a lot of people will say, well, Pokemon Presents does that more so than Nintendo. Shut up! No, I'm just kidding. I didn't mean to yell at you, baby. Anyway, next I just put Splatoon 3 DLC. That's probably gonna happen. I'm not into Splatoon 3 as much as I wish I was. Can you predict what this is right here with the little, just seeing half of it? I bet you can, because it's Silksong, baby! We didn't get an Xbox, but it could happen here. It's been 400 years since they announced Silksong, and at this point, when it comes out, if it ever does, I feel like I have to play it, even though I've never played Hollow Knight, which I've heard is an excellent game. I feel like Silksong, I just gotta play. You know what I mean? I gotta play it when it comes out. Anyway, I gotta put it there. I think, you know what? I'm gonna be honest, 100% honest with y'all. I think it's gonna happen. There you go. I think it's gonna happen. And you know what? I'm gonna say it. Shadow drop tomorrow. It's actually out right now. The Shadow dropped at -1. Not day one. Minus one. It's Godzilla -1. Anyway, Silksong -1. Anyway, next I just put F-Zero. F-Zero, whatever, what was it called? 65? What the hell is it called? F-Zero, the free game that I hear is really freaking good. I've heard it's doing well. People really like it. So possible, you know, it could happen. I don't know. It could. You never know. I don't know. It could be there. You never know. Hey, F-Zero GX. It's a port. Do it. I'd play it. I'd buy it. I don't give a fuck. I remember that game being fucking hard as shit, though. Anyway, put some multiplayer in it. Online multiplayer. Ooh. Put a Battle Royale mode in it. Fuck it. Just put F-Zero, whatever it's called, into F-Zero GX. Whatever. That will brick your your Switch, because that game is fast. You have 90 cars on screen, or however many, 30, 40, whatever. Ooh, man, you'll be done. Anyway, next. Now, this one I think is going to happen. I didn't see anybody talk about this at all. I think this one will definitely happen. New Mario Party. It's been, I don't know if you realize this. Come here. It's been 3 years since Superstars came out. Isn't that nuts? It's been 3 years. Maybe it's been 2 years, actually, think about it. No, I'm not sure. Mario Party Superstars. It's been 3 years, 2021. So it's been a long day. It's been a long day. Rest in peace, Paul. It's been a long time. So I would not be surprised if we got Mario Party, whatever they want to call it. Superman, whatever, Superman 64, I don't know. I would be down with that too, because I haven't played it in a little while with my cousins, but I played it a lot, and I was starting to get sick of it, to the point where we actually started playing the Demon Slayer board game that came out recently, which was actually pretty fun, actually. So yeah, I wouldn't be against that at all. Hopefully it has more than 5 fucking boards this time. At least give us 7. 7 seems fair. For $60, give us 7 boards. It's not like they're fucking crazy or anything. Come on. 5? Superstars was really good too. But 5? Come on. Alright, this one I think is definitely going to happen too. Let me see if we get... Here we go. New Professor Layton. They announced this, I think, last year or 2 years ago. So I think we're going to see it. We're going to see that new Professor Layton game, which I'm not a Professor Layton guy, but I wouldn't be down. I mean, I would be against maybe giving this a try when it comes out. I'm going to hope that maybe you don't need to have too much prior knowledge, because there's no way I'm playing like 400 Professor Layton games. There's so many. But me, personally, I'm a bigger fan of Phoenix Wright, the Ace Attorney games. And I think it's time. It's been a long time since we've had a new one. What was it? Spirit of Justice, was that the last one? The one that brought back Maya, which was nice. What was that, 2018 that came out or something? 2017? It's been a long fucking time. And yes, people are gonna say Great Ace Attorney. Technically those were newer at the time still, even though they got ported over. And we had the Ace Attorney Apollo Justice trilogy that came out, which includes Spirit of Justice in there. But all that being said, it's time for a new Phoenix Wright game. Please! Please! with 5 Z's. Please! Please! I'm being serious, please. Anyway, I did play I didn't finish the Gray Ace Attorney collection, but it was really fun from what I played, so I need to go back to it. There's something about the series, like the first 3, gold. Fantastic. Love them. But it's just... I feel like after that it fell off, and I lose my... I think it's just the characters. I don't love the characters as much as I love the characters in the original trilogy. I really don't. Like, Athena's cool, but she's not as cool as Maya or Mia or anybody. Even, I don't know. Apollo's cool, but he's not as good as Phoenix is. And the new Edgeworth guy has the skunk hairdo. He's not as good as Edgeworth. And the new Detective Gumshoe is nowhere near as good as Detective Gumshoe. I forgot his name. He's all right. I vaguely remember he doesn't have like All Might's haircut or something like that. It's like similar. I don't know. We'll see though. Hopefully a new one comes and they'll go the Professor Layton route and bring back Phoenix Wright. That'd be nice. Anyway, I would love if they just said fuck it, because the whole like him being disbarred and shit, that whole stuff was fucking stupid. Apollo Justice. I would be happy if they went back and said, all right, this is gonna be Phoenix Wright 4, Ace Attorney 4, this the real one. No, I don't hate that stuff. I shouldn't like. I'm discrediting a bunch of games that aren't bad at all. They're still good. Anyway, next, new Mario and Luigi game. I would actually love that. Either that or it's another port. Could be a port of the Superstars remake that came out. That would be kind of nice. Even though I didn't hear it was like the best remake, or am I thinking of something else? Was it Bowser's Inside Story that wasn't that great? Anyway, but Superstars is amazing. I never played the 3DS port, so, or remake actually. I think it was just a remake. I don't remember. Anyway, but that'd be nice. I just thought I'd throw that in there. I think it might be a little too early because Paper Mario just came out, and that's not a Mario and Luigi game, but it is an RPG. So that's what the Mario and Luigi franchise is. So I'll say probably not. This one I think is definitely gonna happen. New Kirby game. It's been a couple years since Forgotten Island City, whatever the hell it's called, the Forbidden Kingdom. What the fuck was it called? Whatever. That last game was great, by the way. It was probably one of the best Kirby games since like probably, I don't know, maybe Canvas Curse on DS or Epic Yarn. It was really good. So I think that's gonna happen. But let's get straight to it, because I know a lot of people are gonna be like, well, you haven't mentioned Metroid yet, Gore. So of course I had to put Metroid 4. Spoilers, I did. But before we get to Metroid 4, Prime 4, because Metroid 4 exists, it was Fusion. Metroid Prime 4, we gotta go into Metroid Prime 2 and maybe a potential Samus Returns port. I should have put 2 and 3, because I wouldn't be surprised if they announced both of those. I didn't even think about that. They could announce Metroid Prime 2 Echo, Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, for Shadow Drop tomorrow, just like they did with Metroid Prime last year, and then at the end say also Metroid Prime 3 coming later this year. And then when they do another Nintendo Direct later that year, they could just say it's out today. And then after that, they could do Metroid Prime 4. Or they could do a Samus Returns port, which I really want it. I really want a Samus Returns port. That's the 3DS remake of 2, which was just called Return of Samus. But they were like Samus Returns. I really like that port, that remake. I really liked it. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I don't like it. You just kill 40 the same guy over and over, or however many. It was like 40 or 30 or whatever. I enjoyed it. I thought the whole game was a fucking blast. It was just so nice to have a new Metroid game. And yes, it's a remake, but still, it felt new. Remember, that game got announced and released a couple months after the same Nintendo Direct that was the same that when they announced Metroid Prime 4. You know what I'm saying? Well said. But no, it announced in the same Nintendo Direct. Technically, Samus Returns the remake wasn't even announced in the Direct. It was announced in the Treehouse, which was fucking weird. It was a really weird decision. They should have announced Samus Returns 3DS port, and then after that, they should have showed Metroid Prime 4. I don't know why they didn't do that. But yeah, it came out like a few months after, like 3 or 4 months after announcement. And since then, we've had Metroid Dread, and then Metroid Prime Remastered, and we still don't have Metroid Prime 4. We've had 2 open world Zelda games, in the span it took them to, announce and then release Metro Prime 4. Sure, Metro Prime 4 didn't get announced until like a couple months after Breath of the Wild, but whatever. Shut up. Anyway, so there you go. That's it. Oh yeah, I didn't show. I guess I should show. I put Metro Prime 4 there. Finally, I think it's gonna be here. This is the thing. I think it will be here, but I would not be surprised if it isn't, and they show it later. Because it could be just a Switch 2 game. I think it's going to be a Switch 2 game, but I think it's also going to be on Switch 1. That's why I think it might be here, because they're not going to focus on Switch 2 stuff yet. But this will technically be also on Switch, I think. Because it could be kind of shitty if it ends up not being, Even Breath of the Wild was on Wii U. So, I don't know. We'll see. It could be a release day Switch 2 game. Whenever that is. Metro Prime 4 is coming. I have a feeling we're going to see that. Dude, if they show Metro Prime 4 and Silksong tomorrow, that's going to blow the internet up. was Silksong and Metro Prime 4 both announced the same year? I think Silksong was 2018. I'm going to look it up. Maybe 2019, actually. Here, I'm going to look it up. When was Silksong announced? Here, go. 2019. Okay. So it's been 5 years for that, and 7 years for Metro Prime 4. All right, so that's my predictions. I guess let's go through them real quick. So Metro Prime 4 HD, Metroid games, new Kirby game, new Mario Luigi game, new Phoenix Wright, new Professor Layton, new Mario Party F-Zero, Silksong baby, Splatoon 3 DLC, another Pokemon spinoff, Pokemon Legend ZA. DS for GameCube games, Xenoblade Chronicles X, Beyond Good and Evil, Anniversary, Shadow Drop, I should have put that. Castlevania DS Collection would be nice, Wind Waker HD, and Tomodachi Life, or something like, I don't know why I wrote something like that. Maybe it's something that's similar to Tomodachi Life, I guess. Maybe like a Miitopia 2 or some shit like that. Also, I should say, I should have put Luigi's Mansion 2 here, because that will definitely be there. I'm sure there's some other Switch games and a lot of, like, ports. There'll probably be some weird cloud games that show up, and there'll be other ports and stuff like that too. It's just, and of course new games will be there. There'll be some indie games. It's hard to really predict that stuff, especially like new titles. You can't really predict too many new titles, so it's really hard to do that. So I have to go with what I know of. I'm sure there's some things I missed. Maybe a Princess Peach update or something like that. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe new levels for Mario and Donkey Kong. You never know. But that's it. There you go. So maybe some more DS ports. Dude, Hotel Dusk. Do it. Fucking do it. No balls. Anyway, there you go. That's it. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks. Until next time. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.